You know, I see all kinds of old, cool Yu-Gi-Oh! Products. Look at these, alright? Look at how awesome these are. This is something that John ended up showing me. I was like, yo, we're gonna pick up a set of these. They're, well, literal old figures from the Bandai Yu-Gi-Oh! Days. So, let's dig on into our discussion, shall we? We're going to be talking about what the community wants in a ban list. These are just random thoughts that I've read from people. And people are still going to tell me that these are thoughts in my mind, but they're just things I literally read on Twitter, Facebook, and some of these are, some of them good, some of them are banned. Alright, so we're just going to generically go through this here, and we're going to just talk about this. People want more Dragon Rollers back. Dragon Rollers were bad for the game. Redox is a Monster Reborn. Blaster, I think, is the only one that could viably come back. Entitled dropping from the deck is not that good. Alright, like, honestly, I would be cool with Blaster coming back. It's just more generic fire support, honestly. But I'm not looking forward to bringing Entitled back. And Water does not need that, alright? And Earth does not need a Monster Reborn. We can keep those two away. Blaster's okay, in my opinion. It's like the one thing I kind of agree with, alright? So, I'm cool with that to some generic degree. The entire community wants Mystic Mine banned. I think we've all kind of realized this, except for like the 4 Sky Striker players that play the deck still. You know, all jokes aside, for the Sky Striker players, I would very much like to see Mystic Mine go. But when I'm playing Striker, I'm very happy with this. You know, unironically, I do think that Mystic Mine, at some stages, is okay for the game. I mean, other stages, the card is absolutely abysmal for the game. Alright, let's be honest here. Alright, it does check some of the decks that need to be checked, and other times, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is such an unfair thing that, you know, we have to touch things. So, I'm up in the air about this, but once again, this has been, you know, generic community ran stuff. Please fix your stupid Mystic Mine, alright? A message from the community. Alright, the whole community here, excuse me, Triff. Triff wants Astrograph back. Alright, let's be honest here. I think that Astrograph was a horribly designed card. Triff also wants Electromite back. Are these cards good picks to return back to the game? No. Unfortunately, Electromite being it, when we knocked out the ceiling of that format and we checked all those decks, very unfortunately, we had to hit Electromite because Pendulum would be running around too strong. But Triff is always assuring me that, hey bro, anything that we can do to Pendulum will make me a better duelist and I can win. Alright, end Triff quote, 2021. Alright, so yes, most players do want to see this. Now, everybody and their mother has been talking about Jet Synchron. Alright, and the biggest debate, I bring this up every single video, Jet Synchron, Link Cross, Halifibrex. Alright, these are your 3. Alright, how we choose to fix these, the whole community is like, we should probably just get rid of Link Cross, but it's new, so we can't go after the new toy. I get it. Alright, fundamentally, should go after it, but we'll probably end up seeing Halifibrex hit to 1. Jet Synchron being a 1-card literal, that's why we killed Global, you know, but for some reason, we're still going to leave Jet Synchron alone, so, alright, that's fine. Alright. Breathe. Okay. So, there's also somewhere deep in the infectious, weird places of Facebook groups, there's a place called the Thunder Dragon group. And these people come out of their holes and they make their way into other groups. And you can't tell who these people are because they do a good job of trying to blend into society. There's a group of players out there that believe Thunder Dragon Colossus did nothing wrong, and that it is unfair that the card got banned, and that the card should be at 1 because we need a body for Thunder Dragons. We need a simple fusion monster that we can deploy as an acting card. These Thunder Dragon players do not realize that Colossus has a very, very devastating effect on him that says, and I quote, your opponent cannot play the game. Alright? Denying your opponent the chance to search is bad. You are hurting an entire format. But this group of players, they don't feel that way. They feel that because we are approaching this big upgrade to things, that bringing back Colossus would make their deck fair. And I do not personally agree with that. I think Colossus needs to stay locked away, and that Sanctuary that you have sitting in the closet in your room, you know, being one of those devout Thunder Dragon duelists that prays that someday this card will come back. Nah, man, not about that life. Alright. More and more people are starting to realize that, hey, maybe the Invoked engine is an issue. Even though the deck's not doing anything right now, we're starting to see the engine being spliced in with Eldritch, which means that more and more players are starting to catch on that the conspiracy theories that I had last list might not have been so wrong. Wow, what an interesting thing. Now, there was a big talk. I swear, like, this literally only lasted like 3 days. So remember when we got all those Numeron monsters and everybody pulled the hair out of their head? It was like, oh my god, we can make Zexal. This is so absurd. Ban Zexal right now. This is unfair. The whole community was up in arms about this. People were, I think we had like 2 people actually threatened to quit over this. Like, I actually crap you not. Somebody, I think it was, I actually think we had one in Zodiac, and I think we had, it wasn't in fans, but it was in one of the stray groups that 2 people were actually threatening to quit over the Numeron cards, making Zexal viable. Like, why? Alright? Now the dust has settled, the Numeron engine has been established, and I think the general player base has had time to sink in that, well, maybe Zexal with no follow-up isn't quite as broken as we had initially thought. The card is still absurd, but is it really, really, really that much that you need to, you know, go get your panties up in a bunch, you know, like my socks here. Like, you need to do this to get angry over something that, like, banning Zexal. I don't know, I thought that was a little bit absurd, but the community wants it checked, alright? That's the purpose of this video. Things I read that the community thinks needs to be checked. We need to bring Maxi back to 3. Alright, let me tell you what. All of these absurd... You know what? Adamancipators wouldn't be a good deck if Maxi was at 3. You bet your butt it wouldn't be. But you, as the player that want Maxi back at the game, you will also be the same guy that is going to locals and complaining because you lost to Maxi. Do you see the paradox here? This is my every person that wants Maxi back. You tell me you don't do it. I don't believe you. I've had many players throughout the years tell me that Maxi is good for the game. And then I swear to God, the literal hypocrisy that comes right back around the corner here and goes, oh yeah, I lost to Maxi, ban the card. Does this community know what it wants with Maxi? Like, every time this argument comes up, you have half of the room that goes, yeah, Maxi was bad for the game. I feel like this is like the intellectual elite that, like, yeah, the thing that drives our format differences. The OCG did not have an Emancipator, you know, being a tier 1 deck. We don't have Maxi, so of course rocks storm on in here. And then you have the other group of people in the room that are like, yeah, Maxi needs to come back, bro. It fixes the game. And I'm like, no, it doesn't, but you're entitled to your opinion. I mean, so half of the community wants to see Maxi back. And the last thing we're going to talk about in this video is we need to hit Dragoon of the Red somehow. Alright, so who cares about your company making money? Alright, we're going to preemptively hit Red Eyes Fusion. And you know what? We're going to slap Verting Anaconda on the wrist, too. Just, problem solved. You can have triple Dragoon. We fixed it. It doesn't matter. We fixed it. Save it for August or September. Alright? We're not hitting Red Eyes Fusion this early. Eventually, I'm sure they'll clean it up. But for the time being, not going to happen. So this completes the video of things that the community wants to see on a ban list. Alright? Including, shout out to Steven Trifanowski. Guys, please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. Do you agree, disagree? Well, guys, I'm out. Peace. Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out VanCole40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by MCole40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out mcolegames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.